Your Excellencies, members of the Bureau of this respected Parliament, honorable members of this Parliament, the Secretary General and all the staff of his respected office, ladies and gentlemen. As I take the floor at this closing ceremony of the inaugural session of the 6th Legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament, I will first of all like to thank God for the successful conduct of our inaugural session. The session which was convened in accordance with Article 28 of the Supplementary Act relating to the enhancement of the powers of the ECOWAS Parliament, has marked the beginning of a new era for our revitalized community parliament. We are resolute in our mission to uphold peace and prosperity for the people of West Africa, and this session has provided us with a platform to launch this noble endeavor. At the onset of my remarks, permit me to extend on your behalf a heartfelt tribute to the Chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His unwavering leadership and profound interest in the ECOWAS Parliament were very instrumental in securing a smooth inaugural session of his 6th legislature. I also extend heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency Dr. Umar Toure, President of the ECOWAS Commission, for his unwavering dedication that has led to the success of this session. May I also acknowledge the attendance of all our illustrious guests, whose esteemed presence made the occasion very colorful and elegant. I would also like to pay a warm homage to the immediate past Speaker of our Parliament, Right Honorable Dr. Sidi Mohammed Tunis, whose wisdom and leadership kept our institution safe, progressive, and effective. We thank Dr. Tunis and all the honorable members of the 5th Legislature for their service to the community and wish them all the best in their future endeavors. Honorable members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you all are aware, an integral part of the events that should have characterized the inaugural session of the Parliament was the election of the Speaker. Unfortunately, that did not happen due to the absence of our brothers and sisters from Togo, who by virtue of our supplementary act should assume the speakership of the 6th Legislature. I seize this opportunity to express our solidarity with the Togolese delegation and pledge the full support of this Parliament in ensuring that Togolese representatives are inaugurated as soon as possible, which will ultimately lead to the election of a new speaker. Nevertheless, I stole the wisdom of this House and the processes that led to the election of the 4 honorable deputy speakers, including myself. The application of the doctrine of necessity was necessary to restore order to this House and uphold the sanctity of our cherished institution. I thank the Bureau of Age and Honorable Speaker Pro Tempore for exercising leadership, and thank all the honorable members for supporting the process to the fullest. The action taken by this Parliament marks the beginning of what I foresee to be a united Parliament that speaks the one voice in the interest of our community. Honorable members of the Bureau and our dear distinguished honorable members of this Parliament, we will be counting on your efforts contributions, and above all, effective presence at our deliberations as we get things going. Your passion, dedication, and commitment to achieving the objectives of the Parliament will enable us to make ECOWAS an ECOWAS of people where peace and prosperity reign for all. I'd also like to congratulate the selection committee, which worked hard to establish 14 standing committees that are concise and balanced, that have been chosen to serve in this committee on rules and procedure. The names are Kevad, Honorable Lopez; Guinea, Honorable Abdullahi; Gambia, Honorable Kamara; Guinea-Bissau, Honorable Manuel; Benin, Honorable Ado Mahu; Jeremy; Côte d'Ivoire, Honorable Kone; Sierra Leone, Senator Sama; Liberia, Senator Taylor Alex; Senegal, Honorable Sagna; Nigeria, Senator Osita Ezenaso. And the chairman is going to be Jeremy from Ghana because of his experience. He's more experienced and a lawyer, so we decided to pick him as the chairman. So those in favor that this should be adopted, well, first of all, somebody should move for the adoption. You can.
I, Ladi Ayayamba from Ghana, do move that in the absence of any further deliberations or discussions, this list should be adopted as mentioned by the Speaker. Thank you.
Is it correct? Right, Honorable? Yes.
Arise. I, Senator Idiat Olorote Adebole from Nigeria, rise to support the motion.
Those in favor of the motion as moved and seconded, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
No, before. Motion.
Finally, I urge the members of the Committee on Selection and Hardcore Committee on Drafting the Rules of Procedure to begin their sittings tomorrow. Okay, today, in order to submit their reports in due course as soon as possible. If there are no objection, I consider the aforementioned proposals adopted. Well, of course, we have adopted them. I thank all members of this Parliament for their contributions that facilitated the setting up of the two ad hoc committees. Honorable members, before the adjournment, I would like to remind you that the committee work begins immediately this plenary after the end of this plenary session, as I said earlier. They will take place at the seat of our Parliament in the rooms dedicated to the standing committees. I urge you to be very assiduous in order to respect the work schedule for our session. Honorable members, the agenda for our plenary sitting has been exhausted. The next plenary sitting shall take place on Saturday, 6 April. We will always want to make it 11:30 because of we, the Muslims, are now in the month of Ramadan, and we don't sleep early. It's time for prayers. So please bear with us. It's going to be by 12 noon tomorrow. 12 noon. The agenda will be as follows. 1, consideration and adoption of the draft report of the ad hoc committee on drafting the rules of procedure. Number 2, consideration and adoption of the draft report of the ad hoc committee on selection on the composition of standing committees. Now, I would like to have someone to move for the adjournment of this session to tomorrow. My right honorable.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear honorable colleagues, I am right. Okay.
So I just been told by the bureaucracy that normally they should be launched tomorrow by 1. So it might not quite be okay to begin sitting by 12 and then just thereafter adjourn for lunch. So it's better to have the lunch before we resume. So maybe 11, maybe 1:30 to allow for 30 minutes, then we can come and start our session tomorrow. So you can move the motion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues. Right Honorable Pascal Abodike, I represent Nigeria. I hereby move that this session do adjourn and reconvene by tomorrow, Saturday.
Sierra Leone Honorable Veronica Kadi Sise. It's just the heads of delegation. It's it's the tradition. Well, there shouldn't be any objection because it is the normal, tradition. Is it so decided? Please, those in favor, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. It has been adopted. We can't go back.
No, the name before chance.
Observation?
The name.
Is that there? You didn't hear your name?
Ok. São chefes de delegação que foram chamados para a comissão de seleção. Mas nós temos outra proposta.
Your name is Khalifa Sidi.
Yes, it is
Khalifa
my name.
Sidi.
É o meu nome. Eu sou o chefe de delegação, sim. Mas nós queremos ser representados por uma outra pessoa e não o chefe de delegação. Pois, é possível.
Well, it's up to you. If you do not want to be there, you can now delegate.
Yes, that is.
Something. So you want to delegate someone?
Yes.
Okay.
Write it.
Say the name.
Please.
The
The
secretary
name.
will take care of it.
Okay.
Submit that to the secretariat.
Okay. I will
Submit
give-
that to
I will give
secretariat.
him. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 2, setting off of the ad hoc committee on drafting the rules of procedure. Honourable members, I recall that in accordance with Article 42 of the Supplementary Act, Parliament shall adopt its rules of procedure, which shall be in conformity with these Supplementary Act and all other relevant legal texts of general application to community institutions. Therefore, we are going to set up the ad hoc committee on drafting the rules of procedure. So, we need to nominate heads of delegations to please consult with members of their delegations and submit name to us as soon as possible. Just one name. Yeah, we can have the names now.
Okay. Okay, Cape Verde, Rosa Lopes Rocha. Rosa Lopes Rocha. Para a Comissão de Regimento.
La Guinée, Abdoulaye Keita.
Honorable Abdoulaye Keita. La Guinée, Honorable Abdoulaye Keita.
That the 6th legislature continue to work with the rules of the 5th legislature pending another session, at which time we will thoroughly review and adopt the rules of the 6th legislature as our working instrument.
Second, Right Honorable Ekpayon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Asuko Ekpeyon, Nigeria. I would like to second the motion as read or as stated by Right Honorable Snow. Thank you very much.
Now we put the question. Those in favor of the motion moved by Right Honorable Snow and seconded by Right Honorable Ekpayon, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it.